Mike's salute, man. I'm Zulu King L1 out of chapter 25 from the Zulu Union. I got my brother, the co-host, Zulu King Just P from chapter 17, Zulu.
Yes, yes.
Peace, King.
Peace,
Um, t-
peace.
Peace.
Good.
well, today we got a special guest with us today on Spears and Mike's. It's one of the younger generation Zulus and a brother that, you know what I'm saying, like I highly respect, amongst the younger class or the next generation of
Yeah.
Zulu, a brother that I'm proud to see that, he's gonna carry the torch for the brothers my age at one day, brothers like him, Smiley, Ox, Albie, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth, Nikki Sins, all the young Zulus, you know what I'm saying? My brother Spaceman, who's a dope MC straight out of Freeport, New York. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into his hip hop journey.
Peace. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Yes.
Well,
Just off top, I want to just say, peace, kings. Yes.
I keep peace.
I'm glad to be here. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me on the platform.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I wanted to get your story and let the world know like who our brother is. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I think you're a very talented brother, and
Thank you.
I think it's our duty to push you and get behind you. No funny. You know what I'm saying? And just basically put you in a position where we can get some more listeners, more attention, more people to recognize your talent and follow, a dope MC. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that sounds good to me, King. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, man,
Yeah.
for real. For real. So yeah, so like Freeport, New York, that's where your story begins, or do you have a different origin beyond that?
Nah, man. I mean, I'm a Long Island guy. I'm a Long Island guy. We lived in Hempstead till I was like 6, and then we moved to Freeport, and I've been in Freeport pretty much. I'm a
Okay.
Freeport guy.
Any specific part of Hempstead that said that you remember, like Parkside or the Heights, or do you remember that, or that's
Yeah,
like
yeah. I
earlier?
mean, we lived in those buildings right across from the bus station and the library and shit right over there. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I'm fucking yeah. We was over there till I was like
Well,
6 and shit.
well,
You know.
and then family busted out of Hempstead and landed in Freeport.
Yeah, yeah. Mama got a new kind of job. You know what I'm saying? Moved over to Freeport and South Side things. You feel me? Like
Yeah. So you were still young when you landed out in the port. So I guess like you would be considered like most I guess it was like easy to adapt to Freeport because like your like history is like you've been there for a long time already. So it was
Oh
a smooth transition right from the stad to um to
yeah.
Port
I
Knox.
mean, I was a little kid. Like
Right.
the Hempstead thing. It was like you know, it was really like I said. I started first grade and shit in Freeport. So for all intents and purposes, I've been in Freeport the whole time. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right. No doubt. So Freeport, they call it Cashport. I guess I'm old school. They was calling it Port Knox at one time, but I think the youngins call it Cashport now, right? That's the new name.
hmm
Yeah. So
that's the motherfuckers calling it
mhm.
that. Freeport, Cash, saying like it depends on who you asking, but all of those work.
Right. So like tell me a little bit about Freeport for those that don't know. Because like the Nassau County got a lot of history with hip hop in general, you know what I mean? Like
Right, right.
it's an
Well,
illustrious area.
indeed. That's that was like growing up out here. That was one thing that was all like Public Enemy is like famously from here. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
growing up, you always hear people bumped into Flavor Flav at the goddamn Checkers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like
Right.
that, and
Local
you
heroes
know.
shit.
Correct. And then when I was a little bit later, but like when motherfuckers found out that MF Doom was out here for a long time, because I guess that was like common knowledge. I guess that was common knowledge for like a certain older generation,
Right,
but
yeah. Long
for a
Beach.
lot of
Yep.
us that was younger, that was finding out about the nigga through the internet and shit. It was like, yeah, you from Long Island or whatever. It was like, oh, this nigga's actually from the hood, like from Freeport and shit. So that was, like a little bit, yeah, there's a lot of just in terms of hip hop culture and things like that. It's very deep
Yeah.
and very.
And
I don't
that
know what it is. I never even really understood what it was, but there's always been a lot of people that are very serious about like the hip hop culture and shit like here in this community. You know what I'm saying? Like I
right.
always knew that shit. Fucking Mob Deep famously was out here for a long time back in the
Yeah.
'90s and shit,
That's
running
a
around
fact.
doing all kinds of foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a
right.
fact.
So being a
We all heard
kid
those stories.
and growing up in and right, exactly, because you was right. But that's what I'm saying. Is that's like being a kid and growing up in the early 2000s and the late 90s and shit like that. Like there was definitely a sense of like there, Freeport in terms of hip hop culture and history or whatever. Like it's a thing. Like we always
Yeah.
understood that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
For
Wow.
those that don't know, what are some of the stories about Mob Deep in Long Island or Freeport that you used to hear back in the day?
Just that they were around. Just that they were around, and people bumped into them and saw them around and shit like that.
No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, I think we discussed it one time from what I had heard. They used to spend like, and I don't know how old the brothers were at this point. They probably could have been in their early 20s still at this point, but it's kind of weird. Like
Yeah.
basically them living in Freeport, they bought the crib, they got the bag or whatever, their money situation's good. So they had went out to they was just in the local area, like basically chilling in like a lot of people seen them in Freeport High School, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Well, a
yeah.
lot of people seen them in Freeport High School. So lot of stories, girls flirting with them, I don't know, them picking up people, chilling with people out in Freeport. So they had like a big history out there. Prodigy spoke a little bit about it in his book, My Infamous Life. Yeah, I mentioned the house in
Mm,
Freeport, because they was all in
right,
there deep. So Queensbridge was definitely
right.
That's what I
tied
know
up
from the book.
right. You know what I'm saying? They mentioned it in there, but way before the book came out, I had already been hearing stories from the Zulus and other brothers that I
Right.
knew out in Freeport that they was out there. And I mean, Freeport got a dope history with hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And I think brothers like you continue to carry the torch. And you know what I'm saying? It's another generation that
Thank you.
will follow, you know
I'm
what I mean?
trying.
So yeah,
Definitely
definitely.
trying.
Now you doing it, brother. And,
Yeah.
so like what do you say, like what brought you to hip hop culture as a youth? You know what I'm saying? Like your early memories of like what you first like really
Hmm.
grabbed your ear, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
and
good
just open the
question.
door for you, open the door for you in hip hop.
I mean, it's honestly really funny for you to act for like to act like to, that's a really cool question, but it's just so funny just because like I think for me and I guess being where I'm from, being who I am at the time, like it was just cool. Like it was just the fly. It was just fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember
Mhm.
just being a little nigga and just fucking just that's what was up. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah,
just the beats was dope and these niggas was just saying all types of fly shit and they had girls and jewelry and V's and it was just ill. It was just
right, right.
yeah, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Any in particular
And
like
then and
artists
then
that
to
really
and
caught
to
you?
well, yeah, I mean, because I think too, just to even kind of just build off of that last thing I was even just saying though, is just that like, in addition to all of just the fly shit or whatever, the fact that like those would say shit that would really hit though. You get what I'm saying? Like in the middle of the entertainment, like just the fact that you could see the effect of it outside. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like you see how much effort, how much influence this culture has in, what I'm saying, what we doing shit. So as a kid, like I remember, like like I like what I was thinking like 10 when like one mic came out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember like Genesis, the Busta Rhymes album with Breaking Neck on it and shit like that. Like that was a big one when I was like
Mm-hmm.
9. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
Violator Volume 2. Violator Volume 2.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
like
No doubt. Yo, a little brief piece
yeah,
of
man.
history for you, right? Because you said Violator.
Year
I don't
2000.
know. I don't know if you're aware, but the founder of Violators, Elder Zulu, you may have heard of Chris Lighty, as being the founder of Violator Records
Yeah,
and Violator Management. He was
yeah,
Zulu,
yeah.
from Bronx River, original, highly respected. What I'm saying? And, went on to be one of the most successful executives in hip hop history. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I mean? It's funny that you say that, you know what I'm saying? That Violator Volume 2 caught your ear, and that's something that, um brought you into hip hop because, all of that Violator stuff was brought out
No,
by the Zulus, basically. So,
right.
and of course,
I
Chris
feel
Lighty
like
had a big responsibility managing some of the greatest artists in entertainment. You
hmm
know what I'm saying? So
hmm
that's dope. It's dope. It's kind of like full circle. You know what I mean?
hmm I feel like I could. It's one of those things where it's like it might be like the Mandela effect. I might have just made it up in my memory, but I feel like I remember seeing like a billboard for that album like in Hempstead when I was a kid. You get what I'm saying? Like, 'cause it was a big rollout for that album. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it was a big album, and I feel like I remember even seeing like a billboard with just like like Nick, like Busta and fucking Nori and shit, like looking like
Yeah, I think they
cartoon
had like the
superheroes and shit
cartoons,
on it.
right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
shit, it was plastered everywhere. The street
That's
team
what I'm
did a
saying. Like that shit just
yeah, it
cause it's
was
like,
out there.
yo, like that's
That's just the
dope.
street team era. There's the street team
Yeah.
era. They hitting every billboard, every piece of spot they could glue that on. You know what I mean? They sticking up
hmm
the joint. I mean, that's how we was finding out about the albums. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
you might find out about it on the Source or Hot 97, and then you walk by and you like, yo, that comes out tomorrow. Oh man, might have to cut school and grab that CD. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
or
Right.
so yeah, man, that's
hmm
dope. So, like, now you tell us, some of the artists and some of the things that caught your attention to coming into hip hop. Like, when did you start MCing? When did you start writing? Like, when did you say, like, I want to partake in the culture, like not just as a listener or a fan, but like, yo, I could do this too. Like, I have a desire
Right.
to be an MC, write, what I'm
Right.
saying? I want to get in the studio, I want to make this happen. Like, where'd that come from? Like, when did that come into play?
What? Well, it's sorry, I'm about to spark the square. Fucking yeah. It was it's funny because I started off making beats originally. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like when
Okay,
I started making
speak
beats
on
when I was
that.
maybe 12. Like yeah. I had Fruity Loops demo. I got the Fruity Loops demo in like '03, '04, some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was fucking. I was thinking of myself more as a producer. I never thought of myself as a rapper growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay,
but I love the culture a lot and shit. And I thought I could make some beats. I thought, Pharrell was
right,
popping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'll do some, you know what I'm saying? I'll make some beats or whatever. So
right.
I started making beats when I was 12, and I was kind of into it for a while. Like I was, I had an MPC, and I had to make a Reason and Machine. I was making beats. Um, but I don't know, like, cause I had a whole like sound form that I was doing, which was very much not what niggas want. It wasn't the thing anyway. So it was just like I make them and I fuck with them, but it wasn't what niggas was looking for. And like people would be, there was dudes that was trying to rhyme over them and shit, but
Hmm.
I just wasn't getting much of a sense of it wasn't. It just didn't feel like it was going anywhere, whatever. And but at like maybe and I never rhymed. I was never a rapper. I used to try to like write some little bullshit here and there, whatever. And I was like, this is whack, and I just wasn't. It was like whatever. So, um, so yeah, I was making beats for a while, and then after high school, like the year, like pretty much like right after high school, I was like 18, and I was staying with some family in the West Coast, on the West Coast in Cali, and I had no fucking idea what I was doing. I wasn't going to college and shit. I was like, fuck it. And I just thought
Mm,
I just really like made it. I was like, I'm gonna start rapping. Not even like it was just like I'm out here. I'm trying to do some whole shit. Who the fuck knows? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just started. I wrote some shit. I wrote like some little bullshit ass rhyme or whatever, and I met up with my mans out there, and we was like just walking around LA doing whatever, and I just like spit the rhyme for the nigga while we was walking and shit, and he was like, "Oh shit, that's what's up. You rap now?" And I was like, "I guess I do." You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And it was like
wow,
I just and like pretty much from when I got that kind of like initial like sort of like just positive reinforcement about it, like I spit it for somebody and they was like, "Oh, this dope." Um, I was like, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna really start taking this. I'm gonna be a good. I want to be a good. I want to get good at this. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to really like
right,
take
right,
this
right, right,
serious and really like. I think this is my thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
and that was pretty much it, honestly. Like,
Wow.
Talk a little bit about your writing process and how that affects your actual rap style and how you came up with that a little bit.
um, all right. We gonna talk about the. All right. Yeah. Nah, I'm just laughing or whatever because I've been doing just for whatever because I've been doing my own series of content on my platform or whatever, right? And it's just funny because part of the whole I was talking to P about this shit and I was like, all right, but you gonna still do my shit? He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. We was just like, all right, like yeah, because I was like, this was about to get into some artist talk on that shit, but it's cool. We gonna figure.
Mhm,
You know,
I,
it's
I
cool,
I
but not, no,
figured
no,
you
no,
would
no,
have
no. I'm gonna
taught.
answer your
Oh,
question.
sorry. Good.
I'm gonna answer your question. No, 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 no. Because
you
it's a good
took the
question. Thank you.
exclusive. You took the exclusive
Yeah,
away from
yeah.
him.
Nah. I'm just playing, but nah, it's cool. I mean, but it's like the writing process is uh intuitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, P froze. All right.
Yeah, he's good though.
Yeah.
He'll
It's
reconnect.
all right. Yeah.
We here though.
Yeah. It's like I think the biggest thing in general is I'm always just like I try to look at it from a very tactical standpoint, right? And because I don't want to even set the bar at like reinventing the wheel every time that I rap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that, but a big part of I don't know. I like fucking with structure. You know what I'm saying? Like I like playing with structure, and I like really trying to just get inventive with like different ways to put the words together. You know what I'm saying? Like so
Right.
to answer P's question, when the right my writing process is it's just funny because like it's all based on like certain structures or whatever. But the more that you get into the patterns of it or whatever, the more you know. It's just a lot of patterns. Just a lot of patterns.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Hmm.
And what gives you the inspiration? Like, is there anything in particular that gives you that inspiration? Like let's say you got a project that you're gonna try to get working on. Like this is day one. Like where's the inspiration come from? Does it come from just like the hunger to be successful in the music industry, or does it come from like just striving to be great, or like do you listen to like a particular artist or several artists that put you in a space that you like, yo, they great and I'm striving to walk in that same path toward greatness, like because people, everybody finds inspiration from different avenues.
Right.
So what gives you the inspiration to
In
write
turn,
and
in
mm,
terms of rhyming.
right.
Right. It's funny. It's funny that you say that, cause like I guess I mean fuck it. We on Spears and Mice. It's like I believe in this art form. I believe in this culture, right? So to me, when we talking about like spitting a dope rhyme or being a good MC or being a elite MC or being like great at the craft of doing the shit, it's a certain energy that you got to tap into to deliver it. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? And it's
Right.
not even it's not like the question is like how am I tapping into the real? You get what I'm saying? Like
Right. 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 Right.
so the as far as the inspiration and shit, like it's like I'm a practitioner, you know what I'm saying? Like there's the flow, I gotta catch the flow, I gotta spit my shit, and it's the dopest shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's
Well,
real, like it's real. It's I'm like Marshall with it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really how like
no doubt.
yeah, it's a
I,
practice.
I,
It's
I, I,
just
right. Well, when you say Marshall, do you is like Eminem one of your more
hmm.
favorite artists? Because I it's kind of random to just mention them like that.
Oh well, I mean, no, I said martial like military type shit. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Like
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
like just like a K like K like you know what I'm saying? Just style, like you know what I'm saying? Like martial
Right.
law and
Right. Right.
shit like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Right. No. All right. I got you.
but I mean,
Wow.
shout out to Eminem. Hell yeah,
Right. 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 Yeah. Definitely.
yeah.
Right. Oh, so like, who do you think is your favorite MC as a listener, not as an MC yourself, right? Just as a listener. Like it don't have to be all time. It could you could give me your all time, and you could give me like someone that you just think is like one of your favorites. You know what I'm
Just one of
saying?
my favorites is like right now, like
Yeah. Right now, we can go right now.
um, I mean, I mean, I think Stove God Cooks is really dope. Um, I like Conway. You know what I'm saying? Fucking I'm trying to think who else is fucking what I don't know, I guess you say like clips and shit like that. Just put out some new shit, whatever. It's funny. I don't know. Like I listen, I be hearing different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. With like hip hop. A lot of times, like I feel like I be just like hearing shit that I like as it passes me by. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I ain't
Hmm.
gonna front. Like I don't even be listening to as much shit as I really should. To be honest, like
I mean, I think there's a lot of people that's um artists themselves that go through spells where they kind of tune out the music to focus
hmm
in on their own. You know what
hmm
I'm saying? I don't know if P if you do stuff like that because I know you be in the music like all like you be consuming a lot of hip hop P. But
Yeah,
is there
but
ever times where you kind of like block out like the outside?
I mean, to do the music, I just do whatever I feel like. I don't really like look at music and be like, I want to make a song like that or anything. Um,
Hmm.
Me like listening to music is kind of weird. It's like when I get feelings, you know what I'm saying? So if I feel like a certain type of feeling, I might try and look for music like that, and it don't really be hip hop. Or if like a song hits me and I'd be like, oh. And then as far as hip hop, I just keep like I'll actively like listen to it to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? To see it's like pre-studying or something to see what's popping and who constantly is moving. So I listen to rap like that. I don't really listen to rap like music wise, kind of. It's more like paying attention to the game or the sport. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
right.
and that's just because I do music. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
as far as listening, it's whatever I get a feeling, whatever I feel like. You know?
Yeah, like, cause that be the shit is like, I feel like a lot of time, like, I feel like I'm at a certain point now where, excuse me, like, I have a very strong sense of what I'm trying to do creatively and what my foundation is and what what I'm representing every time that I actually do the thing. And I don't know, like, it's just like, so that's what I be listening to like Supreme Clientele, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll still listen to like, Low End Theory. Like I listen to Low End Theory every week type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like just because
That's crazy.
I mean
That's
not
like what that's definitely before your time. I really respect that. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because
thanks. I
like
mean,
these joints that came out when I was young and like, you know what I'm saying?
oh
Low End
yeah.
Theory. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Supreme Clientele is a classic. Peace to that because part two comes out in like about an hour and a half.
Right. Oh,
Um,
it's not all the way out yet. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it comes out at midnight.
I was listening to a
But
couple of the leaks off of that shit. It was sounding very good.
well,
Yeah, I mean, but that's
Peace to Ghostface Killer.
piece to Ghostface Killer for real. But yeah, that's what I be saying. It's like I don't know, like it is really weird because I just remember a time when like I was so locked into like new music, new music, new music, and I don't know.
Hmm.
I just be listening to the old shit because I guess the thing too is that a big part of it is that I'm because it's not like I'm not aware of what niggas is doing. Like I hear everything that everybody's doing, but
Mm,
in terms of like for me it's more of a question of like what am I doing right now anyway? You get what I'm saying? So it's like if I'm seeing that you moving in this direction and I'm seeing that you moving in that direction and you moving in that direction, that's cool. But it's like I'm moving in this direction, so I gotta keep moving in that direction. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
right,
No, I get
right.
it.
Yeah.
Um, I think I think I've known you probably about almost 10 years. It could be 10 years. So I know you've been Zulu for a while already now.
Yeah.
Can you talk about what brought you into you know, then the Universal Zulu Nation or, you know, just Zulu in general? What kind of brought you in? What chapter did you join? Like give me a little bit about your history as far as being Zulu. Cause
What?
I know a lot of stories, but I like to know I personally like to know everybody's story, you know what I'm saying? And I like to know their stories well. So and that was one of the motivations to be on this podcast, you know, talk about hip hop, talk about Zulu stories and the
Yeah.
origins and the history, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And document the history and document where we're going with this too, you know?
Right. Right.
Well,
Yeah. Man. I mean, sure. I mean, it's so uh my I grew up in like I have a very kind of like like black power sort of family, right? Just a lot of that activity has just always been around me, you know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
my pops is a Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? Like I got mad family, it's like, militant Muslim, like you know what I'm saying? Like just real black power shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's way
right,
back. So, um whatever. That's just part of my background. Fast forward, I'm going to Freeport High School, and a whole bunch of my friends and these niggas I know from school, like these Spanish niggas, is just out here wearing mad red, black, and green. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay,
right.
that's
What's
all right,
this about?
right, right. And and that was the thing too. Was like, I knew these niggas. I knew these dudes when we was in junior high school and sixth grade and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, see them around
Right,
school and
right,
shit.
right.
So to see that was different. But it was all right, cool. So and then obviously like being out here, you hear more about the what niggas is doing and shit. But it is
Right,
just it was the thing that I always remember at the time when it first started coming through the town that I knew of in terms of like my generation and shit
right,
was what it was I just thought it was really interesting that like dudes was really like jacking the knowledge though, you know what I'm saying? Like which was just like, it wasn't even like it was just a gang. I mean, it's not a gang, but you know what I'm saying? Like where it was motherfuckers was really on some like, some real knowledge shit,
right,
Um which I thought was just really cool to just, see my friends really getting into all of this shit on a
right,
knowledge tip. Um, but whatever. So but even at the time, whatever, I was doing my own thing. I was doing music or whatever. So blah blah blah. After I started rhyming, came back from California, moved to Brooklyn, and I was living in Brooklyn for like 4 or 5 years. I was like in a group, and we were moving all around the city. Just doing different things, whatever. I'm just moving around, a whole bunch of niggas. And then I moved back to Freeport from Brooklyn, and I don't know, just you know, I guess I was just at a place in my life at that time where I really the idea of like I wanted to I was just really on some like community shit, you know what I'm saying? Like coming back from living in the city and as cool as all of that was and moving around and going to shows and meeting people and blah blah blah, it was always like I'm not from there, you know? Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
not actually from Brooklyn. I'm from Freeport. So and that was not like that wasn't even like a problem or whatever. Like I was good in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like I was moving around, it was cool. But when I came back to the hood, when I came back to Freeport and shit, and it just really, it was like it really just occurred to me where it's like, these like dudes is still on it out here. You know what I'm saying? Like for all of the, like dudes is really still standing on that same knowledge, doing red, black, and green, which is, something that I was already aligned with from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, right. It was really when I moved back from Brooklyn to Freeport, it was really, made it happen pretty quick because that was the thing. I knew everybody.
Right. And what chapter is this that you joined?
I joined chapter 17, Shadow Clan.
No doubt. And for the listeners that don't know, that's the chapter that our brother Just P is a part of as well. You know what I mean? It's a chapter that's based out in Flushing, Queens. Um Founded probably like East Elmhurst, Flushing,
Yeah.
Queens, two different divisions. Zulu
Um,
King Lee, Boricua Mike, the two founders of the chapter.
in
Um
1990.
and I'm sorry?
In 1990, they founded the chapter.
Yeah, 1990. Yeah, speak on it.
Yeah, Mike and Lee. Flushing was just a division. It was really Elmhurst for a long time until
Right.
Biggs became like the leader, and that kind of
Mm,
became like the hub. He became like a
right.
star, and that was that. You know what I mean? The only ones from Elmhurst is really still around is Rounds, Comma.
Peace. Or
What's
peace to Rounds, peace to Karma. Two good brothers.
yeah,
Peace, peace.
Itchy's still around from Elmhurst. Geo still around. But yeah, shout out to everybody.
Although,
17. But yeah,
yeah.
Long Island. Um, the crazy thing is, like that's almost me, but not really me. Like I'm from Long Island, but I didn't have nothing to kind of do with Freeport. Freeport came from, I want to say Cuba, and then and Albie, right? Albie comes from Cuba, so Cuba was just a dude that joined from our division in was it Corona, and then
Mm,
somehow he just went out there to Freeport for no I don't know, and then just blossomed because the crazy thing is like Cuba stopped coming around a long time ago. He been, but what he did, like he definitely birthed Freeport as far as 17, and then the couple of there's like maybe two iterations of like Freeport Zulu period, like the Lost Tribe, the original, and then
right.
Indian, and then
Like,
everybody,
it splintered out a lot from Lost Tribes, though. Like,
you know,
splintered out a lot. So, we'll rewind it a little bit, right? Like, cause me and P, we've been like
right.
being in Huntington, Long Island. We was very active in like Freeport as well, and vice versa. Brothers in Freeport
You the one
was
from
active.
Freeport,
w-
you know.
Right. We was back and forth in Freeport very often, almost every weekend, whether it's a big meeting.
Yeah,
Brothers was out in our town. Peace to Nation, peace to Sympathy.
I stayed at both
Um
Nation and Sympathy Square, yo. I stayed a few.
Whoa.
Yeah, word.
Yeah. So I bumped into Sympathy in the year 2000 in Five Towns College. and he seen the medallion, and I was beat it up every day. And he was like, "Yo, you Zulu?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, word, I'm Zulu too. I'm from Freeport." I'm like, "Word, what chapter you from?" He like, "Lost Tribes." I'm like, "That's a New Jersey chapter. That's kind of weird." Like, um, so I was just surprised, like, what I'm saying, that a chapter that's based in Newark, New Jersey is out in Freeport, because I didn't know about it. But we were all in the dark. We really didn't like be like knowing each other like that. There was mad Zulus out in Long Island all over, like
Yeah.
dudes
Word.
from Chosen out in Brentwood, Aliens out in Brentwood. It was all different
Right.
chapters, stuff getting shut down, stuff becoming inactive, whatever. But as far as Huntington goes, Huntington Station, we was the G's, elite. That was our story. And then we started going out to Freeport to support their functions and
Mhm.
their meetings, and they would come out to us, and we would be cars deep, man, going back and forth, Freeport, Huntington, and we built an amazing bond. And I know Albie had told me a story where he was actually gonna almost join G's under the brother Mel, who was originally Lost Tribes with Nation. So,
Oh,
everything just fell into place, kind of like, you know, from Lost Tribes being out there mad deep, they splintered. Dudes wound up becoming chosen. Some dudes wound up becoming G's. In Zulu, like for the listeners, like you could be Zulu and you be a part of 4 or 5 chapters before you retire, just for the nature of a chapter being shut down, or
right.
personal reasons, or you might relocate to a different city, different borough, different region. Like if I move to Miami, I will probably join the Miami chapter. Or if I move to Orlando, I'm gonna join the Orlando chapter. If I move to Texas, I'm gonna join the Texas Zulus out there. Wherever you from, that you're gonna move with whoever you with. So we got
More
family
on.
all over the place. But I'll say, man, like I really enjoyed in my youth going out to Freeport, man, Pine
Yeah.
Street.
Nice.
There was a lot of wild stories, a lot of wild meetings. Um, what I'm saying, some rumbles and all types of crazy stuff that we was participating in. Just, I guess, being young, being Zulu, striving to hold it down and keep it serious and keep it respected. Cause
Right.
when you strive to keep something respected, you gotta kind of defend it.
Correct.
Um, well, because it's definitely not a game for any of us when it comes to
No.
this. So
No.
yeah, man. But I want to say something in light of y'all younger brothers, man, brothers like Albie, brothers like Smiley, brothers like
Yeah.
yourself out there in
Shout
chapter
out to him,
17, man.
man.
I really respect, how y'all were moving as youth. And I really respect the men that y'all became. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to express,
Thank you.
like, from never doubting y'all, from I never doubted y'all when y'all were young. And I gave y'all, and I don't want to say we gave y'all, like my generation, we gave y'all the respect like y'all were men. And I hope that we were able to like show y'all some type of path to walk, or like at least show y'all what this was as best as we could. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all mean a lot to me and I respect y'all very much. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
So,
I mean,
well,
likewise. 100%. I mean, that's very. I think. I mean, that's very appreciated, and the sentiment is very much returned. I mean, listen. I mean, just I can. I know it's funny. Just for the. To part of the thing. Being out here, whatever, and being younger and kind of growing up in the era that we did or whatever, and I mean, there was a lot of shit that went down as far as this, in the last, 5, 6, 7, 8 years or whatever. That's a whole, but
hmm
but I see the brothers around, and I still, peace, the brothers, peace, Akis, when I see them, everything,
Word.
and it's just funny because what this means to us, the structure, the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, the discipline, right? Like it makes a lot of difference, and I see it like we all we draw on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that it's important. You know what I'm saying? It continues to be important. You know what I'm saying? And you guys
well,
is you set the example. Like so.
Freeport went through a lot
well,
as far as being Zulu. They went through a lot,
yeah, a lot. Yeah, definitely.
So the
Definitely
future,
trials, tribulations,
word.
bloodshed. You know,
So to see them
just
still, man,
yeah. We was young. We was all young when this shit like came out. Like we were young, basically kids trying to be men. You know what I'm saying? And I guess fueled by the elder Zulus that we came up under, like me, P, Biggs, so on and so, brothers like King Lee, brothers like TC Islam, you know what I'm saying? Brothers like Zulu King Fable. We used to go to Harlem like religiously, or me, P, Biggs, go to,
Yeah.
get the jewelry, get the knowledge, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Learn
Oh
what the
yeah.
organization is. And then we came back from the city, you know what I'm saying? And we would teach the younger Zulus and our peers, you know what I'm saying, what this was.
True.
Striving to give y'all like or the brothers and sisters like what it really is, you know what I'm saying? Not like something fake or disconnected from the
No.
real, like the
No.
authentic, you know what I'm saying? Like
Correct.
what we're being taught, we striving to teach y'all. So, it means a lot to me that y'all took it that serious. Cause a lot of dudes be fading out. Like a lot of
Oh yeah.
dudes, their wings be getting clipped. They people of the heavens. They Zulu, today, tomorrow, but then next year, dudes, have a seed and they be like, yeah, I'm out because I'm on grown man time now. But like, yo, I'm on grown man time. Seeds, a house, a career. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like all of us is on grown
Right.
man time and striving still to find balance and make it right. Cause a lot of us put more into Zulu than we did our own personal lives, yo. I'm gonna be
that's
real, you know. So brothers like y'all make it worth it for us because we sacrificed a lot in this. You know what I'm saying? So when I see y'all, like, and when I say y'all, I mean your generation of Zulus,
Right.
like
Right.
it's dear to me. Like I hold a special place, love and respect for y'all because y'all are carrying the torch for us, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I hope that y'all continue to shine bright and always remember the jewels or what we strive to teach y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna be here forever, as y'all ain't gonna be here forever. So it's for y'all to also find like, younger brothers and sisters to influence
one.
and carry and have them carry y'all torch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's where this goes. When we talk about, yeah, like you say, the lessons is what brought me in, right? The infinity lessons. Infinity is never ending. So you got to keep on doing the knowledge and you got to also keep teaching the knowledge. That's
Right.
where we at with this. Like it's important that you you drop them lessons on a younger brother from your neighborhood and give
Right.
him the guidance and the direction because that might save him from crashing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely, that's the idea. I mean, it is really funny too. Like, cause I remember, somebody, I don't know if I got the whole copy or whatever, but I've looked at like the Infinity Lessons and things like that, and because I believe that part of the whole thing is that it's compiled from multiple individuals, correct? Like, it's a
Indeed.
compilation, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, so to me, like that was like really deep just looking through it or whatever. It's like when you really look at the the thoughts of Zulus, you know what I'm saying? Like the like Zulu really as an intellectual tradition, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
of you call it the streets or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like of like street culture, but like this is actually like motherfuckers put a lot of thought into this, you know what I'm saying? Like and channel it into the structure of like, you know what I'm saying, like what this thing is, like and like
Right.
always, that's deep.
Yeah, brothers gave their thoughts, and there's brothers that gave their life. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's like that's the reality of it is,
right,
brothers gave their thoughts, their time, their blood, their sweat, their tears. And that's why, at 45 years old, I still honor this, even though we've gone through trials, tribulations. For us, this is like there's no turning back, like we're almost 30 joints in, you know what I'm saying? So like there's no I can't erase that, so but I appreciate y'all. Man, just having you I always thought to myself we're gonna have some young brothers on here and I wanted to get y'all on here and you like the first younger generation Zulu to be on here with us. And
word. It's an honor.
I'm glad
It's an
that,
honor.
nah, it's an honor for us to have you,
Appreciate you.
but how can like first before shout out your handles and where they could find you and follow you. And then I want you to also talk about like your latest project or what you're working on before we close it out. So
Hmm.
let them know, how they can get in touch with you, follow you, so on and so forth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can follow me on Instagram at spaceman underscore 667 underscore. Um, and then yeah, we go from there. But I do the videos, and in general, just Google it, spaceman, cyberspace667.com. My fault. That's where you need to go. Go to the website.
Okay.
I got a website. The website's pretty fly. Go to cyberspace667.com. I smoke so much weed. Yeah, go there. Yeah.
No doubt. What you working on right now? You got any like projects that you thought to drop or something you working on?
Yeah, well, I just me and Just P just put out this
Mm-hmm.
song this week. It's called Peep the Method. I think it's pretty cool. I think it came out pretty nice. So that's going on. I had been it's funny cuz I have a habit, like I got 3 projects out right now, 3 full projects out. No features on any of these projects. And
Mm,
I was finishing up my 4th project in a row with no features, and I'm like, I don't want motherfuckers to think that I don't fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want niggas to think
hmm.
that. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a couple dudes I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Get them on some features. You know what I'm saying? And we'll incorporate some, some other very talented, you know what I'm saying, visionary MCs into the Spaceman sound. And you know what I'm saying? So that's been the Social Skills series. I've got 3 joints out. I got one with my man AB Go Hard from I used to run with in the Inner City Kids. That song is Mumblecore. I got another song out with Fat Boy Sharif, who's fucking killing it on the underground rap tip right
Yeah,
now.
that's my guy.
Uh, yeah, and then I got another joint that I just dropped with my man Kyle Raps called Geometry. That's some super trippy shit. Yeah, and then right now it's all about Peep the Method featuring Just P.
No doubt.
Yo, talk a little bit real quick about the science of the name Spaceman and why you go by Spaceman.
Um, y'all seen Sunset Park?
I did.
Yeah, yeah. So you remember the Terrence Howard character in Sunset Park?
He was Spaceman, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So some of the older niggas around the way thought that was funny because I used to just smoke weed and get high and stop paying attention. Like,
Word. Was that what he was doing in the movie? He was just getting high. That's why
I
they called.
think so. I think he was like some sort of stoner, if I remember correct. I never even saw the
Oh,
movie, honestly, but
you
niggas
know,
they
son,
did, and they thought that shit was
you,
hilarious. Like,
I was young, so you had to be like super young, like a
when
baby.
Sunset Park came out,
Yeah, it was like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, like that's what I'm
That
saying.
shit came
It
out
was
like
like the older guys, like,
96, think.
did it? I think it came out in '98, right? Because what you call it's on there, the motherless child. It might have came. It's like '96, '97. I feel like it came out in '98.
Somewhere around there, right?
Word.
mm-hmm,
Damn.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, what I'm saying? Like being I don't do the whole like age thing in hip hop, right? It should be ageless. Like whether somebody's like a great from back then or like great right now, relevant then, relevant now, like there's no expiration to dope in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
I just think like I think it's whack when like I was a little triggered today or yesterday, whenever the news dropped that Fabio Foreign was talking about, I guess him and Jim was on some type of podcast, and I'm honestly sick of hearing Jimmy talk about Nas and
Word.
like I really I'm had enough of this. Like
Word.
I'm really getting fed up. But like for Fabio Foreign to be on a Grammy nominated album with Nas, and then say that he don't know none of Nas's bars and he only listened to one mic or knew him for one mic. But yet Fabio Foreign, like, he's just a few years younger than me and P. Like, he's not no young dude. Like, I think because he looks young, people assume he's like in his like late 20s, early 30s, like he's some new generation
I think it's
rapper. Like,
young people shit, the drill shit. and all that Wu Tang.
Right, the drill shit, like 'cause it's fairly new
Pop
overall. It's
Pop
not been
Smoke
around.
playing shit. You
Yeah,
know.
Right.
he was young,
Like,
like Chef
do
G.
you feel like you were just talking about you a younger brother and you was talking about Busta Rhymes and you younger than 5 Year Foreign. So like
I
you were
think I
talking
am.
about Busta, you were talking about Ghostface. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? You was talking about some of the greats, like you talking about Violator. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You talking about you mentioned Public Enemy, like you're familiar with the history like
Yeah.
of Long Island hip hop, like you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, as a younger brother. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So like to me it just kills me when someone that say they say they're a part of hip hop culture, but yet they make comments like that. That shit's
Right.
whack, man. Like,
Right.
I don't like it. Yo, I don't like it at all. It drives me crazy. Like, it makes me want to say, like, I mean, I can't kick somebody out of the culture, but like, I feel like we need to stop, like we need to really like tighten it up and be like, yo, you can't talk against the grain on one of the greats. Like, you
Yeah.
can nobody should be talking about Nas in a negative light. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
nobody, like you know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the greatest. Like you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Nobody should be talking about Jay. No one should be talking about Big Daddy Kane. No one should be talking about Rakim. No one should be talking about KRS-One, LL Cool J. Like no one
Right.
should be talking about Melly Mel. No one should be talking about Grandmaster Caz. Like these are all like the goats of their eras to a degree. So it's like like we got to protect the greatest and the greats. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like respect goes two ways, right? You give respect to the pioneers and the greats, and then they give it to you. Like, I don't know why Nas's team reached out to 5 Year Foreign to get him on the record.
Because he was
Whatever, like they could have put anybody, they could have put any hot, younger artist on the record. What do you think, P?
I mean, at the time that he did the what is it? You know the vibe or whatever the name of that song is, the 5 Year Foreign on that. What is it? King
That
Disease?
shit,
One of them
I don't
songs.
even know which joint it was on. It was King's Disease 1, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Fabio Foreign
It's the
was
joint.
featured
It's the
on a
joint with
Nas
Ferg.
song.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Right. It's the
I
joint
didn't
with
even know
Ferg
that.
where they
I
got
didn't
the
know that.
we got
I
the
think it's called
yeah.
You Know the Vibe or the Vibe or something like that. YKT.
Nah. Um.
I feel like it
Why?
is.
What? It's I don't even remember the name, but I know they out in the Heights filming the video, and
Yeah, yeah.
you
But
know,
what I'm saying is at that time,
He did a
five,
video with Nas.
yeah, he did
yeah.
the video with Nas, which is
I didn't
crazy.
even know that.
He
I didn't even
did
know
a
that.
whole video. Yeah, but that's like 5 years ago. He was retarded to begin with. He wanted to seem like them young, you know what I mean, drill running around doing all the stupid shit. He was one of the main ones. I thought he was a little smarter because he kind of dodged a lot of the drama that came when because
Right.
one of the ones that kind of helped it. You know what I mean? But apparently he didn't. Right? They say he was in jail this whole time. Um, so I don't know. Either way, age is no excuse. Like my son just now is 19, and he was going back and checking things whenever. Like he was telling me that like 3 years ago. One time my one time like 2 3 years ago, this boy was late because he was listening to Big Daddy Kane's album in the hallway, and he didn't hear the bell or something like that. Fucking Big Daddy
Mhm.
Kane's album. So if
The
that
kid's
little
got good
Oh,
taste.
you know what I'm saying? But if you could do that, there's no
yeah.
use in today's era where you could research things that you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's not like when we were young where it was just rumor and you had to like, you know what I mean, hear about it on like the radio or
Yeah.
Whoa.
you read about it in the source. You know what I'm saying? Now everything's out, so there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Really sad, but I would, you know what I mean? I'm not surprised, yo, because again, he's one of them, he's not all that bright. And he's not all that really lyrical and trying to be like a respected MC anyway. He just had that stupid drill song. He had a couple little hits, but it was like put together. But
That
either
I like his he did that
yeah,
Kanye song Off the Grid. I like Fabio
yeah,
Foreign's
Th-
verse on that.
was
I
happy.
thought, you know.
I was happy when he had the little
Is that
Beyonce.
the shit he got with Alicia Keys? What is like Alicia Keys and
Nah,
Kanye? Is that the
oh,
that's a
nah,
different one?
another song. Off the Grid is on the
Oh,
Kanye.
okay, because I think he's also
He
he's
got a
on
song.
one of Kanye's records, right?
Yeah,
Also.
he got that.
Off the grid, off the grid. I
Mm.
remember because I wasn't super familiar. I mean, I wasn't super familiar with Fabio Foreign, but I used to work at this moving company. I used to work with these young niggas, and they was like, yo, that nigga Fabio snapped on that off the grid shit. And I was like, word,
Right.
like whatever. So I threw it on, and shit was like, it was like, it was like,
Right.
I listened to some of his
Yeah,
shit.
I know some from just I guess beefing with the Blickies and beefing with what's son's name that was GD or whatever. Coach the Ghost and the other dude,
Mm,
you
Um,
know, Coach the Ghost man. I forgot son
yeah.
name.
it's just some
Yep.
But I thought
industry.
Fabio was pretty good. Like he was all right. Like I kind of
Right.
listened to his music here and there. Like
Right.
when I wanted to try to like learn a little bit about the drill scene, I came
Right.
across him and I thought he was all
Right.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm not gonna discredit him, but I think it's whack when you like
Feelings.
24, 25 years old and you say you grew up listening to looking up to Chief Keef and like yo he's 15, 16 years old and you 24, 25 years old. Like that's just
Yeah.
weird. Like so you just got into hip hop when you 25. Like like I've been listening to hip hop since I was like 8, 9 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's weird, like when
It
dudes
is.
talk about that's what they got into and that's what they look up to, a dude that's basically 10 years younger than you or something like that. So I think that's where the goofy stuff comes to me. And like I'm not jacking it, man. I'm not no
Right.
anybody disrespect the icons and the greats. Like
Yeah.
we gotta come at you for it. Like period.
I feel you.
But anyway, that's all I gotta say on that matter. But yo, man, what I do want to say on a positive note is keep striving to do what you do. You know,
Definitely.
you got the big brothers always here in your corner whenever you need us for
Much
support,
appreciated.
light, whatever it
Much
is,
appreciated.
whatever we could do for you, man, we here.
Yeah.
Um,
Yo,
please
thank
go
you
out
guys
there and
for having
support
me.
our brother. Yeah, no, definitely, man. Thank you. I just want to let you know before once we end this, you gotta like stay with us in the lobby for a moment because it gotta like upload 100%. All right, so don't click the phone off yet. All right.
Copy that. No problem.
Word, man. So, yo, peace and love to everybody, man. All the listeners on YouTube, the viewers. This is also available on all audio platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Like, subscribe, share it. Spears and Mics. We talk hip hop culture. We talk about the streets sometimes, and we drop some knowledge here and there too. Peace and love. Big salute to our special guest, Spaceman. Man, thank you again.
Mm.
Peace.
Peace.